Hi there, all you wonderful, wonderful viewers out there. Yeah, so that's the mechanic I was talking about.
Yeah, and he's all the way over there.
Yep.
Okay. So, let's see. Guess I go this way.
Try not to fall in the pool of boiling acid.
That's the general idea. And we wait. Okay.
What is that dance?
I don't know.
What is that dance? Hop on in. They're green this time. Look at that.
I guess green... Oh, it actually made me go... Like, I could have moved from that.
Oh, once they release you, you can move. Like, once you get out of the actual whirlwind and it starts heading you in a direction, you can totally control everything.
Huh.
Which is not always great, because you can easily get yourself killed.
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
You're not going to be able to get in there.
Not yet.
I like this hub world. Dragon.
What's up?
Latif.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not.
I hate that phrase. I really do. I have always hated that phrase.
Which phrase?
Expect the unexpected. It's like one of the most bullshit phrases out there. There's... Yeah, expect the unexpected. Believe the unbelievable. Poke the unpokeable. It means nothing.
I like poke the unpokeable.
But like...
It means you have to just grasp the day and do what you think is impossible. See that bear over there? It should be unpokeable, but if you try your hardest, you'll poke it. And then you'll die. But at least you have poked the bear.
But that makes it not unpokeable.
It's unpokeable until you do it. The other ones I agree with, but I like the poke one just because it makes me smile on the inside.
Okay. That's a thing now.
All right, you can tell that they had a lot more fun with this section than they did with the fucking previous. Ooh, tight.
Alright, where are you bringing me to?
Ooh. Murder him.
Yep.
Murder him. What are those?
Giant floaty...
Bloated dragons?
Things. But they're not dragons, because dragons are the people I'm trying to save.
That's true, you definitely are a dragon. For a second, I forgot you were a dragon.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for reals.
Really?
Yeah.
The game is Spyro the Dragon. This is like your favorite game.
It was more of like a... You are a generic protagonist. What are those enemies possibly? Type of thing. The games all just started to kind of mellow after a while. You're not going to save the giant fairy prince? Oh.
Fuck. Wait, can I...
No, you're dead.
Yeah.
Into the black hole.
At least they make me
abyss.
fall for a long time. So like that. That's one of those minor annoyances that really, really bothers me.
I don't know if I would call that a long time. Like, I completely understand where you're coming from, but I guess comparative to a lot of other games that I've had much worse experiences with death in, like, that one's fine for me. I guess just most platformers have that long. Like, Jak and Daxter, if you fall in the water, there's this extra long, terrifying animation of you getting eaten by a giant carnivorous fish.
Sure.
And I agree it sucks. That one's a lot worse than that one.
Yeah, but that's apples and oranges. If we're going to talk about water animations, then, you know, Spyro's, oh god, I'm going to drown, oh god, and then I'm dead. It still takes forever.
The Jak and Daxter one is a lot longer than that.
Right, but that's still... Where'd she... Okay, now she's over there, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'll make sense in a second.
Yeah, I assume they're going to do something.
You
Oh,
see
there's a third one.
Yep.
I guess I get there from over here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm just talking about death animations in general. Like, I think that is... Oh,
how was that
yeah,
close enough?
Yeah. I think that that's a trope of the platforming genre in general. Like you mentioned Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot definitely does that on almost all of its deaths.
Yeah, but at least it's something different for like.
They're goofy.
Yeah, they're
That
like
makes it a bit
30
better.
different
Okay.
animations.
Yeah.
It's not just like I'm constantly going to be seeing the same thing every time I touch water. Like,
Actually, I'm pretty sure the water animations are all pretty similar. It's just there's so many different ways to die in that game.
right.
Generally, you're not going to see the same
I
one.
don't think I can make that.
You definitely can.
Definitely cannot?
Cannot.
Okay.
Can't not.
But like death animations, if you want a good water death animation, Psychonauts.
I don't remember it. I'll have to look at it.
Psychonauts, it's not just a death animation. It's you touch water, there's a like hand of water that comes to grab you, misses.
Yeah.
And you're still going forward. You bounce again. Hand of water comes to grab you, it misses. Third one, hand of water comes to grab you, it pulls you under, and you lose a life. But that's those two. You always get three attempts, and sometimes you can use that to your advantage. Like you can actually skip parts of levels by hitting water.
Psychonauts is a strange game for me because they have such great game design sense in that game. And almost every other game coming out from that company is just like the
designers quit after
yeah,
halfway through.
It doesn't make any sense. Like The Cave, I was super excited for that game to come out. And then I played it, and it's one of the most monotonous games I've ever played.
I have a theory. It's not a popular theory, and I'm probably never going to
You should
be...
definitely say that big freight on there.
I know. I'm probably never going to be like... If Tim Schafer hears my theory, he's not going to be my biggest fan. But my running theory for what happened with Psychonauts versus everything else is that Psychonauts had such different levels throughout the entire game. Like, no two sections are alike in Psychonauts. My theory is that every other game that they've made since, the Double Fine team just got bored. They got bored of the game that they were making.
It feels like it, because every other game just stops halfway through.
Yeah.
Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend
The Cave.
The first half of Brutal Legend is
It's amazing.
Like... Not even half. The first, like, quarter of Brutal Legend.
Up until the RTS stuff.
Yes. Everything up until RTS in Brutal Legend is an amazing game that I would gladly pay $60 to have. If I had a full game of that,
Yeah.
I would be very happy.
What else? Broken Age. First half Broken Age is great.
First
Second
half
half is
Broken Age was amazing. Second half Broken Age was like, okay, I guess we have to finish this.
Stacking, same way.
Never
Stacking started off
played,
really smart. We should at least play some stacking just because I think you'd like the concept.
Okay.
Just maybe like a short, like, look at this game.
Yeah,
But
that might be fun.
it's infuriating because they always start things that I really like.
Yep.
And then they just go to shit halfway through. Except for Psychonauts. And you can only ride on Psychonauts for so long. Like, when I hear Double Fine is coming out with a new game, I don't get excited anymore.
I mean, Psychonauts 2,
I'm not excited for
I'm
it.
cautiously optimistic.
Like,
If they do... Honestly, if I'm right, and it is just, they got bored of every other game they made, and Psychonauts gets away with it because it has such variety within just that one game.
Don't get me wrong, I'll be super happy if Psychonauts comes out great.
Yeah.
I'm just worried it won't.
No, I get it. I want it to be good. It might be the game I want to be good the most.
I also want it to be good. I want it to... I don't even need it to be better than the first one. I just want it to live up to the franchise.
I wouldn't mind a little bit tighter controls on the first
Yeah,
one.
but even then, like...
The first one definitely had some issues control-wise.
I don't even... Honestly, like... Even with terrible controls, as long as they nailed the feel of the same world. Like, I need the same...
Yeah,
I need the same world building. I need the same interesting stuff going on. So you're supposed to fly through the section breathing fire and everything.
Oh yeah, I guess I can glide while fire breathing, can't I? Okay, that makes sense.
Like, it wasn't even the game plan. The game plan in Psychonauts was average, in my opinion.
Yeah. It had like one cool bit
Power.
of gameplay that was
Yeah.
going for it. The Psycho Ball
Yep.
or telekinesis or whatever you want to call it.
All right, there we go. You need to get the first one again.
yeah.
Other than that, we're good to go. But like, it was just kind of a generic platform. The platforming aspects were not great. The collectible aspects were not great. What was great was the world. You're doing your jump too well at the beginning.
All right, let's try this again.
They just need to get the same character.
Yeah. How many
Nice.
characters do you think Jack Black is gonna? Oh, bullshit. How many characters do you think Jack Black is gonna voice in Psychonauts 2?
All of them. Every single character.
Including Rasputin?
Yeah. The key too.
That'd be awful. Look, oh goddamn, I hit my mic. Look, I love Jack Black. Like, I like him way more than I should. As not a fan of Tenacious D. I don't have anything against Tenacious D.
I love Tenacious D.
The music of theirs that I've heard, most of it I like, but I would not consider myself a
Tenacious
quote-unquote
D fan.
Yes.
Okay.
But I like Jack Black.
Did I
I
link
think
you?
he's fun. God damn, I do not want him to voice more than like 2 characters in Psychonauts 2.
Did I link you to? Nice. That was correct. I think that's not where you need to go. That's my issues with those sections. More than anything else, they don't telegraph where you need to go well.
Yeah.
And you're moving so quick, you don't have time to mess around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember those being in the future games.
Oh, that makes me happier to try those future games.
I might be completely wrong, and I might need to return my Spyro cred card.
I don't care anymore.
I don't remember where you're supposed to go, so don't worry about it. Just need one more dragon.
Yeah, and he's probably right by wherever the exit is.
What was I going to say? Oh, did I ever actually link you to that Jack Black Korean game show?
Considering we talked about it... Did we talk about it today or yesterday?
I think it was a couple days ago.
No, it was definitely...
Oh, I think you just need to start gliding earlier for that section.
Maybe.
Because I do think you need to get up on that area you were going to go to.
I think I go
Regardless,
here.
for people that haven't been on our Discord talking to us,
Yeah.
I don't know where it came up. I forgot where I found it. There's a Korean game show that has Jack Black sitting there with headphones on listening to K-pop. And there's a bunch of Korean people listening to him scat and try and recreate the K-pop songs as he listens to them for the first time.
He can
Start
scat.
gliding. Yeah. And it's just them sitting there, like, confused about this strange Westerner.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, someone asks, "Is he possessed?"
That's pretty great.
And it's just like Jack Black being subtly racist, just because some of the sounds he uses is like Jack. But like overall, it's hilarious just watching him completely engrossed in the music, not paying attention to anything else, scatting and trying to sound Korean. It's great.
Okay. Where?
I think just that way. I think this was all a tangent.
Maybe. Oh, there's all this stuff over here.
Yeah.
I think I have to get up there to get down there.
Yes?
Because I can't get there from over here.
No. Okay, drop down.
There is no drop down.
No. Behind you.
Oh, okay.
Where does that whirlwind one take you?
Up here.
Just right back up here? Yeah. How do we get over there?
I don't know yet. This way, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. 100% this way. Without a doubt.
Ah,
There's the
branching.
dragon.
See, when I think of Jack Black on game shows, I can't remember if it was a Korean game show or a Japanese game show, but it was some sort of game show.
I don't think you can get him from here.
We'll find out. Looks like it. Where he did this thing where he had to They took out this PVC pipe.
Okay. Off to a promising start.
And on the PVC pipe, or tied to the PVC pipe, was
Rudy.
Thank you for releasing me.
one end of pantyhose.
Okay.
And he had to put the other end around his head
Okay.
and reach for like a button or something while someone else was doing the exact same thing.
It sounds very Asian game show. Like, those shows,
Yeah,
they're great.
yeah.
I really wish... Okay, so there was... there's apparently this gag show where they get two celebrities to go on a date, and they film it. And one of the gags was one of the celebrities was in a backless tuxedo. Basically like assless chaps, but the entire, not just the pants, the back too.
Yeah.
And the entire gimmick was, how long can he go on this date without the other person realizing that the tuxedo is backless? And so it's him just trying to position in silly ways and all that stuff. And they brought one guy who did that back again to try it a second time. But it was a double gag where the person he was going on the date with also had a backless piece of clothing on. And she knew that he had one. So it was her entirely trying to trick him. And it was great. It was fantastic. But like,
Yeah, that's fun.
it's such a silly concept. Why? And I love it. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying we need more stuff like that in American TV.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny is I've done research on game shows and what led to our golden age of game shows in America and stuff like that. And the problem is good game shows cost a decent amount of money to get going.
Yeah.
So to me, what I think was the best game show that America ever had was a show from the I can't even remember. It was 20s or 30s or 40s. And it actually lasted a while. But I want to say 20s or 30s. And it was a show called What's My Line?
Yeah.
Most people our age have never seen it. The
I know
closest,
of it. I haven't seen it.
The closest that they've seen to it was, the closest that they've seen that they might recognize was in 101 Dalmatians, the cartoon movie. That's the TV show that the two doofuses who are supposed to be watching the dogs are watching.
Yeah. I need to watch that movie again.
But what's funny is that the game was essentially Figure It Out. Figure It Out was a recreation of
I
What's My Line.
loved Figure It Out. Figure It Out was phenomenal.
Yeah, but that's exact.
It was
Figure It
they
Out-
needed to find a phrase or something essentially.
No, it wasn't even a phrase. It was okay. So What's My Line? The way it worked was,
That was the first time I've seen one of those attack.
yeah, they usually kill him first. So the whole point of What's My Line was, this person would come
I
in.
saw that coming.
God,
I didn't see that coming though.
I hit a dragon recently. I'll be fine. So the way What's My Line worked was, someone would come in. There was a panel of celebrity guessers. Someone would come in with a special, what their job is strange.
Yeah. So yeah.
So What's My Line was basically what's my line of work.
Okay.
And the celebrity guessers, the panel, would take turns asking yes or no questions.
Whoa.
Yeah, that seemed kind of out of his range, but whatever. Would take turns asking questions about this person's line of work. All had to be yes or no.
I say just
And
hit that whirlwind on your left.
I want to kill those guys. And there was always a host who was there to work as a soundboard of I'd say the answer would be no on this one.
Okay.
If it was an iffy thing.
Temporary
So,
judge, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was keeping things fair. But what was cool was it was the person whose line of work that was technically playing. If they could go...
So it's exactly figured out. If they don't guess what their line of work is, they get a prize.
Right. It was only in this case it was money, and it was the longer they went,
The more money.
the more money.
That's cool. I like that.
But the best part of it, in my opinion, and this might just be me because I like hokey things, the best part of of What's My Line was that whoever, like, usually there'd be 2 guests, and, you know, we'd find out what they did, and we'd get to see all these questions, and the panels were made up of people who could actually, like, you know, riff on the spot.
Yeah.
They were good.
They were fun.
Yeah. And what was cool was the third guest was almost always a celebrity of sorts.
Uh-huh.
So the judges had to put on a blindfold for the third guest. Third guest would walk on, write on a chalkboard what their name was, and they'd sit down and answer any questions that the panel had, yes or no. And any money that they, instead of winning the money, that money went to a charity of their choice.
That's fun.
I think that's a beautiful way of doing it, and it's a really good way. Like, when I've watched it before, a lot of them were coming on to, like, promote, yes, I have a new movie coming out. Or, like, I saw one with, really?
Ouch.
Or, like, I saw one with Salvador Dali. And
That's
it was
cool.
just, like, Salvador Dali being Salvador Dali. It was great.
I think, actually, the thing that I want to see more in American game shows is having it... Like, same thing in like, I want the contestants to be fun.
Yeah.
And they do that well by picking celebrities. That's what the Japanese game shows do. They have this... And, like, that's what Figure It Out did also. Like, all of these judges and contestants, the ones that are actually playing the game, are interesting to see.
Yeah.
And bad.
That's... I definitely hit him before he did that.
Yeah, I would agree.
But yeah, no, that's what was cool about the
Yeah.
show, though, because it was...
So
or
what you're
like-
telling me is Nickelodeon improved it perfectly by just adding slime.
That's all it was. It was... Figure It Out was literally the same show as What's My Line, but they added slime.
Dude, slime
And
is
props.
the best. Slime is awesome.
Until they changed the recipe.
Consistency, yeah. All right, let's cut it here.
Yeah,
We
okay,
beat a level.
sounds good.
Lofty Castle is done.
Woo.
Bye, guys.
Bye.